Hello, so today I will make a YouTube tutorial on how to use Codepen. So I think what most people will be using Codepen for is to share code. So I'm going to show you the easiest way to share your code. So one way you can share your code is to just copy the code and paste inside these boxes here. The other way to share the code is by taking a folder, and then you can just take the index in here, and I just drag and drop it in here, and you get your code into the box. And the same works for all of these boxes. So yeah, that's one way to paste the code in Codepen. And one thing you can also do is to go in here. So inside this HTML box, you are actually only supposed to have the body content. So let's say, for example, you want a nav bar, or just a nav tag, and then an unordered list and li times 5. And then you just want some list items here, maybe with some anchor tags. So a href link. Okay, it didn't like that, so let's just do that, and let's redo it. There we go. So here you have like a navbar, and so there's no body here, no head, no body, no HTML tag or anything. And then you maybe want a side, or you can just, so you can use Emmet here, so you can just do aside and hit tab, and you can do a footer, and something like that. So yeah, you don't use the doc type, the HTML tag or anything. But if you want to add something in between the head in between the head tags, you can add it right in here. So you can click here to add a viewport meta tag. That is the most important tag that you are going to have to add to the head. Otherwise, you can also choose a preprocessor from here. So you can choose Markdown, Slim, Pug, or Haml. And then you can add classes to the HTML tag here if you need to add some class to it. And then you can go to CSS, and here you can also choose a preprocessor such as less, SCSS, SAS, stylers, or post CSS. Then you can choose a CSS base here, like normalize or reset, or just none of them. And here you can choose vendor prefixing. That is for browser support. So I usually stick to auto prefixer. That's the best one to use. And then I usually have reset on. And sometimes I use SCSS, and sometimes I use stylus. They work a little bit differently, but that is not for this tutorial, how they work. And then here you have for JavaScript, so you have JavaScript preprocessors such as Babel, TypeScript, CoffeeScript, and LiveScript. And yeah, also you can add in here, you can add in your other CSS like libraries and stuff. And the same goes for here. You can add in different JavaScript libraries, so you can search for them in the search box here. And you can add in packages here, like node packages. And then you can also access the settings, the global settings. So you can go here to see the global settings. And from here, you can change the theme for Codepen. So you can see here what it looks like, and you can try different themes here to go with one that you like. So yeah, I like this one. This is a good one. And then you can change the font family here to whatever you want. So yeah, you can change. Let's see what we have. Yeah, you can see that the font is changing. I don't remember which one I usually go for. Yeah, I think it's this one, Fira Code. This is the one that I normally use. And then you can change the font size here. So it's 15 by default, but you can change it to 18. and you get larger font, but I'm gonna leave it at 15 because that's a good font size. And then you can change the key bindings to Sublime Text or Vim if you are more familiar with those text editors or code editors. And then the code indentation, you can change that from 2 indents or 4 indents or whatever. But yeah, 2 indents is perfect. And then you can set the default preprocessor here. So you can set, for example, pug as default for HTML and SCSS default for CSS. And then prefixing, you can set it to auto prefixer and CSS reset to just include reset. That is from the Mayer Web CSS reset. And then you can choose autocomplete if you want that. You have more options here. And then you can add in code snippets. So you can, for example, make a snippet that is nav bar, and then in here you can add nav ul li times 5, and then an anchor tag with href to just a hashtag, and then you can add a link, and then yeah, then you can add more snippets here. Or in CSS you can do, for example, so we can do center content, and then here you can do for example align content center plus justify items center plus mh100 svh, that is for min height 100 vh or 100 svh, that is for small viewport height. So then we can save that, and we can then close the settings because it's auto saving, so we can close that, and then we can go back to here, and we can then go and create a new pen. And then here we can write just now, you see that it starts with pug and SCSS now. I don't need to go in settings and change that. So I can just do nav bar, and I get my nav bar. So that is super quick. And then the other one that I made, what was that? That was, let me see here, center content, yeah. So in CSS I can go ahead and do body center content and okay, well, this one didn't work, so I may need to, or yeah, I think I may know the problem. Let's see here, we gotta change something. Not that this is important for the tutorial, but yeah, I think we need to do this. Yeah. So \n, and it creates a line break, and then you just do min height 100 svh, and yeah, now it's saved. So let's just give it a try. A new pen, body center content, yeah, and there we go. So that works. So it's super quick to write your code, and you can, if you don't have this center content snippet, you can just do mh100 svh, and then you can do df plus fxd, or yeah, fxdc, yeah. So you can add a bunch of code in here, and you can do justify items center, align content center, but yeah, this doesn't require flexbox. It requires flexbox if you have align items center and justify content center. This requires flexbox or grid, but this here does not require flexbox. So if I add a box here, and then I set the box to width of 200 pixel, aspect ratio of 1, and set the background color to red. Then it's in the center. So yeah, this doesn't require flexbox. And yes, so I think that's it. Yeah, oh, you can change the code where the code is here, so you can align it different positions here. And then you also, no, you cannot do on my regular account. You can change to debug view and all that. I think you can actually do that if you verify your email, which I didn't do. But yeah, anyway. So this is it for now. And then if you want to share your code, you just click on save, and it's going to create a link for you up here that you can copy paste, and then you just send this link into the chat wherever you want to send it. And then if someone visit your pen, they can click this fork button here to fork all your code, and then they can work on it. So it's super simple to just copy the code over to your own Codepen. And then you can also export it as a zip file, and then you get the CSS and the JavaScript all linked up as it should be. So you don't need to worry about linking and all that. You can add it to different collections, so you can create your own collections, and you can add it to a collection here. Or you can just delete the pen from here, or you can embed it on your website. Yeah, there's a lot you can do, and you can share it and all that. So yeah, and then you also have, there's one more thing here. You have the console here, so you can see the console. So if I do like const box is equal to document.query selector dot box box dot add event listener click event, and then console.log test, and then I click on this box. Yeah, and there we go. And then you can clear the console like this. So yeah, you have the console here. This is built-in console to Codepen. So yeah, that's pretty good. I think that was all. Oh yeah, one more thing. You can set the name for your pen here. So you can do, for example, YouTube tutorial. So when you save it, you have it saved as YouTube tutorial. Yeah, and then you can click on like favorite or love the pen. If you find something really cool, you can click on this button here. Yeah, that's it. Bye for now.